What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Certified Bad Takes. I'm your host with the most, Karsten. Today, I'm here with the full crew, Eric, Luke, Ben, and Axel, and we're here to finish up the list. We're going from 5 to 1 of the best games since 2000. If you've been with us the whole time, you know, a little rough sled until we get to 10. But then last week, absolutely out of character. We were on point. So we promised this one a little bit more spicy, a little bit more off the rails. It's what you come here for. I think Dwarf Fortress has met its match.
I'm glad you guys accomplished the thing. Good job.
It was not a calculated thing, Luke.
I think calculating how many vetoes you have and how many picks I have is like literally the definition of a calculated thing.
We had this conversation in the last video where we literally went through every possible criteria that you were arguing in favor of it for. And not only after looking into it, did we find that it was just not reasonably compared against anything else, but it just got worse the further we looked into it.
Because you guys care about that stuff way too much.
You literally were like, turn the graphics off and it's free.
The quality of the game, and it is an incredibly high quality game.
It's incredibly high. I'm just not sure it's a game.
I offered it to you at 26.
So it is listed as a video game everywhere. If it is not a game, then what is it, Axel?
It's an experience.
Telltale games are games. I'm not sure I consider them games.
My argument is not that it isn't a game. It's that it is a very niche game.
Yes,
it does not belong on the top 25.
So it's not in a niche that you like.
If your peak player count was like 20,000 players compared to all of the other ones on this list that like had peak player counts in the hundreds of thousands,
I wouldn't be surprised if it has more playtime total than a lot of these games.
I think that it's very high quality for the number of people working on it. I think the game has a lot of potential, but I don't think it is actually high quality when you compare it to other games.
How is every pick turning into a discussion about Dwarf Fortress?
Eric, make your pick.
I'm deciding between.
I do appreciate how much he loves that game.
I do
give
too.
him credit. I'm
feeling bad.
When we make the 25 to 50 list, it might make it a 9.
I'll definitely let it in the 25 to 50 list. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
I don't think
it belongs on that list.
25. Well, then you're the only one putting it up there, so
that's on you then.
So funny, Eric.
So I'm gonna put this here, even though I think it deserves to be higher. But I don't have any more picks, so I have to make sure that it at least gets on the list. And I'm pretty sure there's only one other person here that might, and I'm not sure that he's going to because he thinks that Dwarf Fortress should be there.
Well, he's got 2 picks basically because the first one's not getting through.
I'm gonna put Super Smash Brothers Melee on the list.
Hey,
I appreciate that pick.
I'm just so happy it's not 1. I'm so happy I did not make the trade with Eric now.
I wanted it so bad.
After Dwarf Fortress got vetoed for 1, that was going to be my next pick for 1 if I got it too.
I do want the audience to specifically know that it belongs at either 1 or 2, but I don't have those nominations, so I can't put it there.
Y'all can herald me as the champion for not making that trade. I appreciate all of you. I've saved all of you from having to deal with that.
You can all
garbage.
bash Axel specifically for not putting it at number 1 or 2.
Yeah, man. It's a great game. I can't say shit else. It's a great game.
Top 5?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's another one of those games that like they've released how many sequels after that one, and everyone still was like, nope, that's the only one to play.
It's the best one.
It's got to be a good game for that to happen.
So
there's only 2 options competitively. It's Melee or Ultimate, and that's it.
And Ultimate, if Ultimate was Melee, like if I had to pick choice between them, like playing online at a given moment with as many players, Melee wins every single time.
Yep.
What's the release date for that game?
I also might take Project M, but that's not a real game. It's a mod.
It's got to be like what, 2003?
2001. That is very close to not counting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought it was 4, but
I mean, it stood the test of time. 14 years, still going strong.
Ben, am I just good to write that PS4 game at 4?
14.
24 years.
24 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're fucking old.
Yeah, we're ancient, aren't we?
Oh my god,
So-
my soul just died.
Yeah.
What was your question, Axel?
Am I just good to put that PS4 game at 4?
Do you want it at 1?
There's
I
no
could
way-
put something else at 4.
There's no way they'll allow it at 1. Zero fucking chance they allow that at 1.
Yeah,
I just-
I still have 2 vetoes, and only one of them's going to Dwarf Fortress.
I think it's illegal if a Halo game doesn't make this list.
To be fair, my pick at 2 is going to be either Halo 3 or Half-Life 2.
All right, well, I'm willing to take that gamble then. So I can take Ghost of Tsushima here at 4.
know.
That's not the PlayStation game I thought was going there.
So, this is what I was pretty sure you were gonna pick, and I've just been contemplating in my head this whole time whether I think it belongs in the top 5.
So here's my argument. There's a lot of RPGs out there that try and do a lot. There's a lot of them that get way too bloated and awful as a result. Assassin's Creed, the modern ones, are a perfect example of that. Ghost of Tsushima is a perfect example of a perfectly sized RPG made with all the right things in mind that perfectly balances itself. It has phenomenal combat, some of the best RPG action combat that you can have. It's challenging to the point that some people had called it a Souls-like. It is super rewarding to get good at, but it is also, with all of the like frustration and stress that can come from having to master those combat systems, it is equally balanced out by one of the most beautiful game worlds out there. Just phenomenal to look at. It drips and just oozes its own like fantasy and style of what that game offers. It really sells just what it's trying to do really, really well. And it manages to also be like the most zen possible gaming experience to just like vibe into and just kind of meld into the world and just experience, which is something that a lot of games are hard to do nowadays, is to like just experience the game. It just kind of becomes like the checklist, the getting through it and whatnot. This one is just for me, turn off the brain, go have a good time. Yeah. Also, it's just creative and fun, right? Like a lot of the old like kind of like 3D platformers and stuff became collectathons and whatnot, and then a lot of RPGs have kind of tried to do a similar thing to that, where it's like, go collect all the things, and it just becomes boring. Ghost of Tsushima ties your progression to those things, but does it in a meaningful and interesting way, and none of them are done so painfully often that you just like hate doing it, and they're all polished and like pleasantly enjoyable enough that it doesn't get old. Like following the foxes around, learning how to do the parkour things to get through those things, the birds, the making just poetry, using the like wind, which they even give a narrative reason for that, which love that attention to detail, but using the wind to guide you instead of just like putting arrows on the ground like every game does nowadays. The game it's a complete package that's just fun to play and knew exactly where to stop.
I mean, it's totally fair argument. Like I don't question at all that it does a lot of things very well, but it doesn't really feel extraordinary or unique to me.
I disagree immensely. It takes a genre and a style of game that has been done a whole lot and just dwarfs all of them.
I wouldn't say dwarfs.
Left field.
Dwarfs.
I love what that game I'm somebody who bounced off it for the time I spent with it. I love what that game did, like graphically, and like you said, tying your progression to all the collectibles you find. Like doing every collectible feels like it has meaning. I do think in the middle it gets to be too many collectibles. Like there's always a bird, a wind, a this, that, the other to go find, and that's kind of where I bounce.
That's a choice you decide to make.
Right. I just don't. I think it could be a little more focused, but for what it is, and I think this is by far Sucker Punch's best effort. Like, man, and don't get me wrong, they've put out some bangers. Infamous 1 and 2. Yeah, the Sly games are awesome, but with Ghost, it feels like they were like, hey, we've taken everything we've learned, and now we're going to put out something that's insanely good. The way y'all are talking about this game makes me think I'm going to go reinstall on the PS5.
It's worth every minute.
I love that game.
Eric, I need to know if you're going to veto this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get onto. So, again, those are all all details and stuff that like I said, I think they did a lot of things extremely well. I still personally don't think it is unique enough for the top 5, but I think that you've convinced me enough that I don't think I'm going to use a veto on it. But I still don't believe it belongs in the top 5.
Yeah.
I will accept it with protest. I'm fine with that.
Veto.
Top rope. From the top! My man with the sniper shot from halfway across the goddamn, goddamn. All right, Ben, what you got? What's your other pick?
I just want to make sure that this is happening and not just for the lulz. Are you actually vetoing it?
I am actually vetoing it.
Can I get an explanation why?
I think we can get a better top 5 than that. I think there are so many good games out there that we can have a game on there that I'm happier with and everyone here is happier with.
That is crazy. Okay.
I'm going to cry and scream and whine.
I hope they have one veto left because it's going to be put in one. Make them waste veto here, Ben.
Why?
So they don't have any more for one.
I mean, I could put Fortnite, I could put Roblox. I don't think that's fun though, to just like suck vetoes out.
I also wouldn't be vetoing those.
All right, well, we're gonna put the ET game. No, wait, that doesn't fit. That's not in the right time frame.
Christ, I was so pumped. I feel so like disgusted right now.
I put all that effort, all that like love into like selling this thing because I feel so passionately about that game. Sucker Punch, if anyone somehow watches this, like, bless you. I love you. Okay, number 4, I'm gonna go with Minecraft.
I can't.
It's so
funny.
This is the most disappointing fucking Final 5 now. I'm so happy now.
You can pick it at number 1. I don't have any vetoes left.
Really doesn't.
I can't argue Minecraft. I don't even think you have to hit the points. It's Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft
is fucking Minecraft. Like,
from like the most passionate thing ever to like just phoned it in. Like we all knew what. Just pick the inevitable.
Everybody fucking has played Minecraft.
I mean, if we were looking for a better list, this instantly is no longer the better list.
It strictly is.
It strictly isn't. There's no passion in that pick. Nobody gave a shit about that pick. That really shows that it was not the better pick.
No, it's not that there was no passion. It's that there was no argument.
No.
There was no reason or cause to say anything other than that's an amazing game.
I veto Minecraft.
It's a game itself.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
sure,
Minecraft.
Go ahead.
Are we actually doing this now? Are we just in a circle of spite?
I legitimately don't give a shit about Minecraft.
This is where I think a GTA probably belongs, but I haven't played really any of them, so I don't have much of a real draw to them, so we're gonna glean on past that. It feels weird to not have World of Warcraft on this list somewhere, but I also don't care much for World of Warcraft, so I'm just giving you a bunch of punked answers right now. For number 4, we're gonna go with Halo 3.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was just gonna drop and I was gonna put it at 1 and probably nobody would have given me any.
It doesn't. It's a game that I am personally not a fan of, but I can't contest that it's an incredible game.
Like I might have picked Halo 2, but like the people have made the argument a lot of times, and I am like coming around that the Forge mode puts it over the top, right? Like
it does, and like the amount of custom games and like honestly, budding game developers that got their start making Halo 3 maps is insane.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shooter studios are popular with kids. If you get something like, oh, well, how'd you start? Well, I was making maps in Forge, and I figured out I liked it, so I stuck with it. So yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest, like you could pick any of the first 3 Halos. They all could fit in that top 5. If we're being honest, Halo 1 revolutionized first-person shooter is like no one's business. Halo 2 was the perfect sequel. Like you couldn't have asked for more. It did everything the original did and then delivered more and was awesome.
They wanted the online multiplayer that Halo 2 had for Halo 1, and when they were making Halo 2, we're like, we're just getting this multiplayer online. That is what we're here to do.
Yeah, and they nailed it, and like it was iconic. And then Halo 3 was like whenever you're like, oh yeah, you know, they're not going to be able to do it. The third one's where it's going to fall apart. It's hard to make a trilogy of great things. No, like Halo 3 is like capped out one of the best trilogies in video game history, and I don't think it's very close.
Halo 3 is absolutely top 5. Any of the Halos, but for me, Halo 3 is my favorite. So I'm happy with this. Yeah, fuck. C. It's time for number 3.
I'm going to go with the Lord of the Rings of video games, Dwarf Fortress.
All right, which one of us?
I
I'll use one of mine. I'm just gonna veto it.
I really
we all
thought
knew
you
it
were
was
the-
happening.
I thought
that we
Lord of the
all
Rings
used one.
game.
In that case, I'm going with a backup I had prepared. I didn't expect to have to use it. Baldur's Gate 3.
Fuck! That's what I was gonna put at 1. Fuck.
I think it is fine in the top 5. I don't think it belonged to number 1, so I'm very
3.
content with this.
I'm
think-
glad it's a 3.
I think Baldur's Gate is an incredible case study in what you can pull off if you have a preset set of mechanics that you do not have to build yourself, and then continual financial investments in some of the weirdest ways possible. Like the story of Baldur's Gate 3 will be written about in a book one day, and it'll be people are going to like lose their mind about what it took to make that game.
I was gonna put it there just because I think it had the biggest appeal and brought so many different types of gamers into a genre of game that most people didn't play. So many people who didn't play those types of games played Baldur's Gate.
And like,
So wild to me, like how much time there was between Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, and how different of games they are. Because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were incredible games, phenomenal, huge games. But Baldur's Gate 3 was able to make its incredible success also through a completely different game style, which I think is big.
yeah. I mean, just the fact that they released a complete game that worked well, was amazing on every possible like front, like story, gameplay, length, like everything you want out of a game was there, and then they kept improving it after for free to the point where the game that's out right now is incredibly better than an already perfect game. And that brings us to the second pick.
Karsten.
Christine.
Well, I don't have to pick a Halo game now, and I think there's another.
Opens
shooter
you up.
Yeah, I think there's another shooter that deserves to be here. I think it is arguably the most important game.
Please don't pick it.
I have to.
Please don't pick it because I'm planning on picking it at 1.
Are you for sure gonna pick it at 1?
I'm gonna pick the whole collection at 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hold up.
I'm
What
like
am I back up
99% sure that's what you're referencing.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about here.
In this case, at number 2, I may have to go with Fortnite. I don't love it, but I give some points.
Luke's eyes blew up.
Again, I'm definitely not vetoing this because the game, I think, unfortunately, even though I'm not a fan of how it is now, needs to be there for its impact and how good it was for the first couple years.
Yeah, for better or worse, the industry is the way it is now because of Fortnite. And I can't, in good conscience, say that this isn't one of the best, most impactful games of the past 25 years. It's legitimately...
I don't know about best, but certainly most impactful.
Dude, I remember getting my first fucking Victory Royale and freaking the fuck about it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's...
look,
Didn't
my-
taste as good as a chicken dinner.
never had a chicken dinner winner.
It didn't taste as good as a chicken dinner, but I can't deny that it's a very well made shooter that continues to improve itself and innovate in ways that driving the entire industry forward. It's a hell of a game. And
Innovate, I will agree with you with. Improve,
Yeah,
not necessarily gonna agree with that one.
innovate and influence, yes. I'm gonna agree with Eric on the improvement part.
yeah, I mean, so like I looking at what's left, there's some games I absolutely love, but in good conscience, it's got.
I mean, the person who vetoed Psychonauts doesn't have any vetoes left, so.
But there's no way that can be in the top 5. But
So you are putting
Like-
Fortnite?
yeah,
I'm putting Fortnite.
Fortnite, it's
Hate it.
what it did in the first couple years was phenomenal. It was very different. It adapted and adjusted constantly and was just very fluid with their community. Unfortunately, I think after the first year or two of its existence, they started pandering too much to the younger, like the very young age group that plays it, which their group is too focused on new and not focused enough on realistic playability and balancing. I
boomer.
believe they just kept spitting out something new and busted every week because that's what the really young kids got excited about, and I don't think I think it destroyed the game. Although, I'm going to say one more thing. which is a little controversial. I believe that what actually destroyed their game was the first, one of the first major updates they did was when they changed building from being what it was to the much more rapid and fluid version that it is now. And that, in my opinion, is what destroyed that game.
You know, Eric is speaking truth here.
I'm putting on the list Fortnite first 2 years.
Fortnite in general, but yeah.
I think Eric, the last thing that Eric said there is might be the truest statement of the fucking 25 pick. When they started fucking making building a thing where you can just do a 360 jump, it became a completely different game.
Yeah.
Like the gap between players became essentially unclosable.
All right, Axel, it's all you, brother.
Honestly, I'm much happier having Fortnite in the top 5 than Minecraft, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
It's fine.
I still think Minecraft deserves a spot there. It completely developed an entire genre of games.
Sure, it's just not a game for me.
Procedural content generation wouldn't really exist in the public eye, which is what a lot of games run
And
on
you know
nowadays.
what? Actually, you can thank for Minecraft?
Oh my
No,
God.
I don't think
I
so.
swear to God.
No.
I swear to God. At one, I think everybody will know what's about to be picked. And if you don't, then I don't know what to
RuneScape.
tell you. It's the orange box.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
The orange box.
Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2 and Portal.
Yeah.
And
the
all of the
complete-
Half-Lives.
Yeah.
Episode
Half-Life
1,
1.
Episode 2, Team Fortress,
That's not
Portal.
a game. That's a bundle of games.
No, it's a game. It came out as a singular game.
Yeah.
It came out on a disc.
It came
Or
out.
a
It was
bundle.
sold as a
It
singular
is not
game.
one game together. That is a group of games.
It is.
Most
The orange
people
box?
most people that played any of those games played them because they bought the orange box.
Yeah.
That's almost
Which
the
is
only
fine.
way.
You can buy a bundle and be happy and play all the games because you bought a bundle. That is not one game.
It is one game.
We put up
Absolutely not.
UFO 50. Would that be 50 games or one game?
It's one game designed for mini games. That's like saying, is Mario Party a game, or is each mini game a game?
There are multiple full games in UFO 50 that take 5-6 hours to complete.
They
That's
were
not-
into one game. These were different games put into one box.
The orange box itself does have its own set of reviews.
Yeah. It's considered its own product. And in reality, man, the orange box, I can't argue it. Because Half-Life 2 by itself probably could be number 1.
Also, two of those games could only be played on the orange box.
Yeah.
So just as a side note, the Steam
Two
page
of
says-
those games. Not
The
one
Steam-
game.
That's not the argument that you think it is.
The Steam page says the orange box is a bundle that includes 5 titles from Valve. That's what the
Bundle.
Steam page says.
Because they were all released later as singular games. When they came out, that's not how it was. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
the
y'all
Portal-
have vetoes. If you want to veto it. That's a mistake, but if you want to veto it, veto it.
If you do not pick one game, I will be vetoing it.
I'm not picking one game. I'm
Okay,
picking the
veto.
orange box. That's
Well, now you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time, Axel, and put Dwarf Fortress here.
Number 1 game of
After
all
this whole
time.
video.
Axel, I gave you one pick. Time to give me my pick back.
what pick did you give me?
Bloodborne?
No, you put Bloodborne to bother me at that number.
But then you said thank you.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It was done with malice. I just didn't react.
Wait a minute. You know what's still on the table here.
Oh shit! I can do that.
You could
Oh,
can.
that's gross. I'm doing it.
do it.
I'm putting.
I
Ghost
knew
of,
it was there when I used my veto.
I'm putting
like,
Ghost of Tsushima at 1.
I'm going to be so bad. It's not the number 1 game.
You
Yeah,
monster!
It's not the number 1 game.
I thought you were going with something else, but
We already sent the number 1 game to the moon. What do you want?
I sent a bundle of
Half-Life
games
2.
to the moon.
And then put it in number 1.
I can't put Half-Life 2. Orange
not?
Box got vetoed. That game is gone. Here's my thing. If I put Half-Life 2 right now, I admit that Eric is right.
So put Portal 2.
Factually,
the same
if
thing.
if I put no
I
Portal
guess
2,
Portal 2
Portal
wasn't
2 is
in
an
that one.
external
It was
game.
in-
If I put Half-Life 2 right now, I am saying that Eric's veto is correct. I won't do that. I won't do it.
Elden Ring?
Let it be known, list, that the correct answer is Half-Life 2.
The correct
Yeah,
answer was the orange box.
All right, Axel, what's your pick?
I mean, there's GTA 5, there's World of Warcraft, there's Red Dead 2.
I mean, you can sneak
a lot of
Elden Ring
those-
on here, probably.
Elden Ring,
Hades.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Hades at 1.
Yeah,
It
Oh,
might be the
God.
best game of all time. I don't know. It's a great
I thought
game.
you were gonna take Hades at 6, but
I thought about it. I thought that outside of you and Luke, it was never going to pass.
Honestly, not a strong roguelike showing on this list.
I don't think we have a single one.
No, we do not.
we
God
Don't
damn
start
it.
now.
I just want Half-Life 2 on this.
If only there was a way, Axel. If only there was a way.
Axel, let your pride go. Put Half-Life 2 on there. I want to eat my turkey burger.
I still stand by that the orange box should work.
It got vetoed. It vetoed fair and square.
So, guys, pick number 1. We beat around the bush.
Half-Life 2.
I'll say.
Hey.
It's
It's one
perfection.
it's one of the fucking best shooters of all time.
Yeah.
Let's go through the list real fast once. And then let's fucking do man, I can't believe Orange Box. I was so ready. I think Orange Box was such a perfect pick for one.
I mean, as long as the game is talked about, I think that's considered a victory.
yeah, in a way.
Is it?
At 25, we have Soul Calibur 2. At 24, we have Apex Legends. At 23, we have Hunt Showdown. At 22, we have StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. At 21, we have Assassin's Creed Black Flag. At 20, we have Borderlands, the original one. At 19, we have Pokemon Crystal. At 18, we have Bloodborne. At 17, we have Persona 5. At 16, we have Destiny 1. At 15, we have Kingdom Hearts 2. At 14, we have Elder Scrolls Oblivion. At 13, we have Mario Kart Double Dash. At 12, we have Street Fighter 4. At 11, we have The Last of Us, the remaster. It doesn't matter. At 10, we have Dark Souls 1. At 9, we have Guitar Hero 3. At 8, we have Shadow of the Colossus. At 7, we have Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. At 6, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. At 5, we have Super Smash Bros. Melee. At 4, we have Halo 3. At 3, we have Baldur's Gate 3. At 2, we have Fortnite. And at 1, we have Half-Life 2.
Solid list.
Let us
I'm not
know.
gonna lie.
Well, yeah.
We couldn't find the tracks to save our lives until probably around pick 15, 14.
I think
We
it's
were-
far lower than that. But
Somehow we
maybe.
found a way to survive. We
I
found a
think
way to
from
survive.
pick 11 on, it's pretty much a great list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going on a different channel for good takes.
I think everything in the top 10 deserved to be in the top 20, but I'm not sure realistically if it all gets in the top 10 if you go in a larger spread of votes.
So yeah, guys, that's the top 25 games of the past 25 years. Let us know what you think. We've got opinions. We know you do too. So leave a comment, subscribe, let us know. We love to interact. Let us know how we messed up. But most importantly, we've been Certified Bad Takes. We'll be back in a couple of weeks or next week with a brand new topic, brand new video. And for everybody here, signing off. Peace.